Wonder what Mr. Lee might know about this mask.
And now for listener emails. May from Queens writes, "You're so full of anger and I wish you'd get help managing it. It's terrible for your health." Now I know she speaks from a place of concern, but this is a common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger. I'm full of love. I call out injustice, corruption, and crimes against humanity because I adore this city. And I want it to be better. What you hear in my voice, it's love. Nothing but love.
My Wilson Fisk Science Prize trophy. And check. I couldn't turn it down without arousing suspicion, but no way was I going to take his money, even though we could have used it.
Hey, you got some kind of skin condition under that stupid suit or something?
Love it. Car wreck down there. Bad one. People could be injured. I think that debris is trapping someone inside that car. Don't panic. I'm here.
Thank you.
I've got you! That's everyone. Glad I was here to help. Good shot.
All units, there's a vehicle pursuit in progress. Report came in from Little Italy.
Pull over before this gets worse for you. You robbed a bodega, tied up the owner, and stole his vehicle. You got him!
Young man, I will pull this car over right now! Yeah.
You got a gun?
Well, that's just... Do auto insurers offer a webbing clause yet? $1 million idea just waiting to happen. Maybe this'll help me balance work and a personal life, if I ever find time to read it. not getting much coverage. I should look for more towers to activate.
We got this, Spider-Man. Thanks, everybody.
Sea services is en route. Thanks for the heads up. 10-4 will notify once we're on scene and have the lane clear. We're making our way over.
The infamous dumpling recipe. Should have come with step 10. Try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment.
I understand we have another low-information caller who thinks we're better off thanks to Spider-Man. Let's see if I can set her straight. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
I just want to say that I've never seen Manhattan so safe and peaceful. Compare what it was like when Spider-Man first showed up to now.
Okay, fair enough, I will. Then, we had police and firefighters doing a wonderful job. There was crime, sure, but nothing they couldn't handle. Of course, we do have things now we didn't have then. Maniacs who shoot electricity out of their eyes, walking piles of sand, Nazis made of bees!
Didn't Spider-Man put all those guys in jail?
You're missing the point! They didn't exist before he came along. At best, he attracts them. Fine. I've often wondered if they're in cahoots.
Wow, I've never actually heard anyone say cahoots before. Look, all I'm saying is, I hate to imagine what would have happened if all those guys showed up and Spider-Man wasn't here.
Another lost cause. Goodbye.
People know my parents died in a plane crash, but I still can't tell anyone they were government agents. Wish I knew more about them. I wish anyone did. Yuri, this construction site's about as legit as the watches they sell in Times Square.
I don't have evidence for a warrant. You go in, you're on your own.
What else is new?
But are we gonna keep getting paid like usual?
How you gonna say something like that and say no disrespect?
I'm just saying, I got kids, I got alimony.
Yeah, we all got expenses.
The hell is this?
Sure, but I'm not just talking about the inmates, guards too. Paid all that much.
Nap time.
Better in there than we do out here.
Should have brought a sandwich. Now what? I heard that.
Sleep it off.
Cobra 2, status report. Check on Cobra 2. He's not responding. Copy. Moving to his position.
Gotta find a new podcast. Who's there? Hey, there he is. Boss is tired of you. And so am I. I'm gonna teach you respect now. How was he beating us?
Something ain't right.
That's a cheap trick. Come on, hit him!
You guys are late. Don't worry. I got plenty of face kicks left.
Can't let him beat us! You asked for this.
Really? More guys? I don't have this many friends.
Spider-Man, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Don't fold that easy! Got him! Don't mess with the kingpin and live!
Great, more of them! Guys, Fisk isn't here! You could've just bailed!
Back in!
Reinforcements again? This is only acceptable if you're all showing up in clown cars!
Chew on this!
Kick his ass! How you like them up? Yuri, I got a bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
Love it.
You might have heard about the robbery at Roseman's auction house. What you probably didn't hear, but my sources confirm, is that the perpetrators were wearing masks. Horrible, demonic faces. Yet another example of the explosion in mass criminals since Spider-Man came on the scene. Let's hear your thoughts. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, I see your point, but Spider-Man stopped those guys today. Saying he's like them because he wears a mask isn't fair. It's like prejudice.
Wrong. Here's a little lesson in the English language, my friend. Prejudice means to prejudge someone before you know anything about them. I know all I need to about Spider-Man. He runs around causing chaos, wearing a mask so he doesn't have to answer for his shenanigans, and a flashy costume so he gets attention to feed his gigantic, insatiable ego. Now, If I'm a mentally unstable person and I see him getting all this coverage, what am I going to do? It's called copycat behavior, people, and it's ruining New York.
I bought this used graphing calculator at a pawn shop. Stopped working in the middle of a trig exam. Huh, you get what you pay for. Superheroing doesn't leave much time for good hygiene. Gotta get it where I can. Nailed it.
Our crime system towers.
Wasn't me. I mean, what towers?
I don't mind. In fact, I need your help. I think someone's jamming the system, and they must be using multiple jammers to cover the full frequency range. Could you take a look? If you help, I promise I won't tell anyone you're hacking us.
I prefer to call it sharing, but sure. The jammers emit a signal I can detect. Just need to swing through the financial district and hunt for a signal. Found a signal. Just need to follow it. jamming devices work better at higher elevations. I bet the strongest signals would be on rooftops. Fisk's men. This is my shock face. Gotta take out the jamming device. Shoddy workmanship. I just took out a jamming device. That do anything?
No, but like I said, there's probably a bunch of them.
Makes sense. I'll track them down. I wonder if Fisk's men had anything to do with the system going down in the first place. Huh? They had a jamming party and didn't invite me.
Oh, yeah. I see him, you thought. Now you're gonna die. I'll shut your mouth permanent.
Just need to get... Sometimes breaking stuff is the answer. And it's fun, too.
Spider-Man, it's working. I'm starting to get a weak signal. It's garbled, but I picked up something about Fisk and outfits.
Fisk was the kingpin of crime, but he didn't deal in knockoff fashion. The sooner the system is fixed, the sooner we know what they're planning. Only one jammer left. This rooftop's emptier than my bank account. Found you.
You got this! Whoop his ass! Knock it off! This will have Fine!
Now I just... Okay, that's the last of them. The system should be back online.
Spider-Man, the crime system's working again.
Great. Any more info on Fisk's men or those outfits?
No, but the system's reporting unauthorized activity down by the docks. I'm sending coordinates now.
I'll check it out. Gotta get to the docks before they escape. Enough firepower for a small army. Whatever they're planning to do with those, it's nothing good. Gotta find out what those guns are for. Sweet dreams.
Spider-Man's here! Stand by.
Nighty night.
I heard.
Now maybe I can figure out what's going on. Guns, prison guard uniforms, and spoofed ID cards. They were planning to bust Fisk out of the raft. Sorry to spoil your prison break, guys.
Look out! Bad day! Hey, you die!
Looks like New York's finest have it from here.
Everything's clear on my end, too. Thanks for restoring the system, Spider-Man. I won't tell anyone you're piggybacking on it, but if you get caught, you're on your own.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to delete my selfies from the crime system servers.
I have to once again defend myself against the spurious claims from McDonald Mac Gargan, aka the Scorpion. Yes, as I fully disclosed, I bankrolled the experiment that gave him superior strength, speed, and that unsightly cyborg tail. The idea was to create an anti-Spider-Man who is not a threat and stops menaces. I had no idea he was crazy. Do you think his resume said psycho with a poisoning fetish? His lawsuit is a transparent attempt to reduce his sentence at the raft by placing the blame for his deeds on me. And that is one package J. Jonah Jameson refuses.
All I did was save this kid's balloon from floating away, and he made me this. It's the little things that make it all worth it.
Wow, you all forgot your keys?
Not how I thought today was gonna go. Quit moving! He's hurt! Beginning to think we're outmatched here!
Pro tip, if you're not good at breaking or entering, maybe don't pull a B&E.
I remember when I was afraid.
Charge from the kingpin.
Follow him! Bring him down!
I better be more careful with my adoring public.
Gotta go lie down.
Local units, we're getting reports of muggings in the area. Incident is ongoing near Union Square. Please copy.
Yo, Spider-Man!
Someone's getting robbed.
Surprise!
Quit moving!
Are you okay? You speak English?
Hello?
Copy that. Thanks for the heads up. 1182, any available units? 1182 along the northbound side of the Brooklyn Queens Atlantic Avenue. Please respond.
10:30, we've got an armed robbery in progress. Response needed north of Houston.
Empire State University, the old alma mater, and holder of my student loans. Got it. Funny, my fear of heights didn't go away when I got my powers. Had to climb to the top of the Empire State to get over that.
Folks, you've heard me express grave concerns about the risk to civil liberties posed by the police department's crime system and their omnipresent towers. But at least the intention is to stop crimes. Now, recently, Spider-Man has been seen tampering with these very towers, and it's reasonable that my loyal listeners suspect he is disabling the towers so he can commit his unlawful misdeeds with impunity. But Spider-Man is not your ordinary run-of-the-mill menace. Oh, he's a 12th-level Kung Fu master, 50 moves ahead menace, which is why I think he's actually hacking into these towers to spy on you and me. Your only defense? Listen to my show. All the time. If he's gonna spy on us, let him hear that we're on to him by listening to me every waking moment.
Almost morning. Mr. Lee will be here soon. I could use a snack. Mr. Lee's usually in his office now.
Peter, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee. I have a friend, Mary Jane. She's a reporter. She's doing a story on art imports, and she found this piece. Well, she wanted an expert opinion on it, and I know you have a degree.
And this might be the first time I actually get to use it. Let's see what you have. Interesting. Where did she find it?
I'm really not sure. Why, what is it?
A replica of an antique Chinese opera mask. I haven't seen one in years. This symbol here roughly translates to demon.
Demon?
My father read me ghost stories with that mask and symbol in it when I was young. Scared the hell out of me. Peter, listen. That mask, it could be connected to dangerous people. Mary Jane might want to find a different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
I don't know. Why take the risk?
Hey.
The symbol inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee. Never seen him like that. He even said you should drop the story.
Fat chance. Do you think Mr. Lee knows more than he's letting on?
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something. I know his childhood was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Demons, huh? Catchy name. Okay, gotta get writing. See you soon.
Well, that went about as well as I could have hoped.
Gotta get out of here before my kids find out.
Got some time to kill before Doc needs me at the lab. Let's do a little Spidey work out in the city.
Witness called in a narcotic sale. Incident is active in Dutchtown. Over.
An Oscorp visitor badge from when I interviewed there. Would have paid well, but Dr. Octavius offered the chance to really make a difference. Gonna guess these guys aren't trading baseball cards.
Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma, especially back alley Big Pharma.
Real fight! Ready in!
Hello?
Peter, it's Dr. Octavius.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Lance Corporal Texador is here for a fitting.
I totally forgot. I didn't forget. I'll be there soon.
This tardiness is starting to become a pattern. Come on, Parker. You're better than this.
He's right. How did I lose track of time?
break-in was just reported. Response needed north of Houston.
Oh no! It's Spider-Man! Ever hear a knocking?
Get out of the way!
Peter, Mr. Lee spoke to me. He seemed worried. Are you into something dangerous?
Oh, it's just a story Mary Jane's investigating. Don't worry, I'll make sure she's careful.
Please tell me you two are back together.
We're talking again. Baby steps. I hope I didn't upset Mr. Lee.
He's just concerned. I was actually touched by how concerned. I knew he liked you. He admires how dedicated you are to helping others. I think you remind him of himself when he was younger. Both orphans, both so smart.
Well, the admiration's mutual. You've got a good boss, May.
I'll tell him you said so. Love you, Peter.
Beautiful. Gonna guess these guys aren't trading baseball cards.
High risk, high reward. Name of the game. Kind of career you're gonna want to buy a boat and retire eventually. And spend old age looking over his shoulder. All right. I'll take the price down another 10.
Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma. Especially back alley Big Pharma.
You're gonna learn! Light him up! Try doing that to me. I dare you. Guys, hang out!
Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal. Gotta split before the cops get here. Never know how they'll react to me.
We've got an armed robbery in progress. Officers needed in Tenderloin. Please copy.
Guys! Touch to the face is not proper consumer etiquette!
crime would decline post-Fisk. Might have been too optimistic. Sit tight, guys. A nice...
How does it work?
Just like a natural arm. You think of what you want it to do, and...
Yes. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
Stop that right now! This is highly sensitive equipment. That's it. I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
Speak of the devil.
Mr. Osborn.
Oh, please. How long have we known each other? It's Mr. Mayor. It's Norman.
Norman, what do you think you're doing?
The grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions. This isn't your first violation.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have confiscated this equipment long ago.
But I've had a breakthrough.
Thank you for your great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll receive the latest in prosthetics. No charge.
This isn't about safety infractions, is it?
I'm trying to help you, Otto. You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you. Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the two of you can start that business you always talked about. This is opportunity knocking.
Easy. They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter, there's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
I could do something to help Doc. Call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to Harry. He even tried to kill funding for his research stations. Hey, one of those stations is nearby. Should see how they're doing while Harry's in Europe. Must be some way to help Doc. I'll think of something.
Spider-Man, the situation's under control.
Avenue exit.
Attention all units. We have a possible kidnapping. Nearby officers, please proceed to the West Village.
I'll tune my earpiece to listen for sounds of someone struggling.
I've always been about the truth. When I was a reporter and a newspaper publisher, I printed the truth. And now as a broadcaster, I speak it. Sometimes it hurts, but it's my response.
My prom boutonniere. Crushed when I had to fight Fisk. That kind of symbolizes my luck with relationships. Victims being held in a car trunk, but where? Victims gotta be nearby. Not much to go on, but the kidnapping victim must be close.
Get out of here. I'm gonna murder the guys who did this.
Come on out. Stretch your legs.
Let me thought I was getting out. Thank you. Man, there they are! Get him, Spidey!
That guy earned a beating, Spider-Man! You want one too?
How's that feel?
My ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday. People know my parents died in a plane crash, but I still can't tell anyone they were government agents. Spider plushie! Oh, a toy designer made this prototype to get me to license my likeness.
Don't panic! I'm here!
Look out, please help! I'm trapped! Spider-Man! Help! I can't move! Help me! Please!
That's everyone. Glad I was here to help.
Thanks, big guy. You're okay in my book.
Spidey, hey,
I thought web swinging would let me get pizzas delivered fast. And it did. Fast and smashed.
Attention units, we've got reports of muggings in the area. Officers needed in the garment district.
That's a holdup. Oh, it is on.
Spider-Man!
That's it? I feel like the holdup guys are phoning it in lately.
On the eastbound side of the
Captain Watanabe gave me her cell number when she finally decided to trust me. She's risking a lot. If anyone finds out she's helping me, she'll lose her job.
I better stop them before they end up in driver's ed videos.
Driving a stolen vehicle. Pull over immediately. And she wants it back, because you stole it, to use in a robbery. Pull over.
Young man, I will pull this car over right now! Here's your stuff. Now that's just... More crooks? This fight's going viral. Gotta give that wheelman props.
Manhattan rush hour is no joke. I better be more careful with my adoring public.
Subway's that way.
Pushing on that car. Get the hell out of me.
All units be advised. Armed robbery in progress. Reported location is in the vicinity of Nomad.
Fisk beat the hell out of me with these. I almost used him for evidence, until MJ pointed out I was trespassing, so I'd probably end up in jail. Typical.
Gentlemen, afraid I've got to ask you to leave the store.
Hope crime would decline post-Fisk. Might have been too optimistic. I'll text Yuri the location. Cops will be here in no... Nice.
Now, a lot of people ask me what I think of Mayor Osborn, but what matters is what you think. Let's ask our first caller. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Hi, I think Mayor Osborn's doing a terrific job. He's cleaned the city up and expanded the economy.
With all due respect to the office of mayor, the police cleaned up the city, and entrepreneurs boosted the economy. I do approve of many of the mayor's initiatives, like cracking down on quality-of-life crimes and reducing red tape. But I think he takes credit for a lot of things other people do. He's ambitious, which is not a bad thing. But I always say, be careful of people with agendas. We used to have a vigilant press to keep politicians honest, but it's a shadow of its former self. Now all you've really got...
This article blaming Spider-Man for electro-killing cops was the last straw. I had to quit taking pictures that helped Jameson print lies about me.
Armed mugging was just reported. Need a unit on scene. Officers, please converge on Longacre.
Took a bullet from the cops back when they thought I was working with Electro. Good thing textbooks are thick. Too bad they're also expensive.
Oh, you started without me. And no more muggers. Ah, I love a happy ending.
Spider-Mask makes me sick. I'm out of here.
We've got a 10-10 narcotic still in progress. Need a local unit on scene. Officers, please converge on Longacre.
Oh gosh. Spider-Man. That's huge.
You with me on subways that way?
Come on.
I get from it. High risk, high reward.
Wouldn't be New York without a seedy drug deal.
Right. I'll take the break. You ain't never seen this stuff.
Spider-Man! Cover the product! Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma. Especially back alley Big Pharma. Love it.
Local units, need a response to a robbery. Suspects are armed. Officers, please converge on Longacre.
Support your local businesses by not robbing them, please!
Harry left me a message about these before he left for you.
Pete, hey, I need a favor. My mom's pet project was research stations that could benefit the public. Now, I launched them, but now that I'm away, Oscorp's gonna shut them down unless they prove their value. I was hoping you could watch them. I left details in each one. Thanks, man. As long as they're here, it's like a part of my mom is, too.
Well, it's not gonna pay the bills, but it sounds like it means a lot to him. I'll do what I can to help.
I've got a couple stations measuring air pollution. The idea is to catch the, contaminants before they reach toxic levels. Between you and me, I think Oscorp wants this to fail because it might show they're polluting.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high. And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die. Particles are concentrating in trouble spots, like mini clouds of smog. I'll swing through them and get samples, then trace them to the source. Nasty as they are, I gotta swing right through those clouds. For these clouds to be visible to the naked eye, the level of toxins must be up there. And gotcha! I'm getting some good stuff. Well, good samples of bad stuff, anyway. Got it. Feels like I'm breathing from a tailpipe. I must be freaking these people out. What else is new? Huh. The toxin's coming from two types of cars, and a faulty smokestack. I better get photos. Best smokestack picture I ever took.
Taxi! Taxi!
Great light on that one. Perfect. The Department of Environmental Protection will take it from here. Maybe I should make a green spider costume for Earth Day. Well, Harry's station just stopped a public health crisis. Oscorp's gonna have a hard time arguing it's not useful.
Spider-Man, Shocker has escaped, and now he's robbing a bank on East 31st.
What happened? I thought he was behind bars.
He was, but one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his suit back.
I knew Shocker was working for someone. What did you get out of the guard?
Wish I could ask him, but he's dead. Whoever made him release Shocker didn't want any loose ends.
Damn.
Looking at the security footage, the guard was in some kind of trance. And it might have been the lighting, but it looked like his eyes were glowing.
Well, that's creepy. Okay, I'll see what I can get out of Shocker when I get to the bank.
I've been looking into the demons. Sounds like they've quietly established a power base in the vacuum left by Fisk.
A vacuum I created by putting Fisk away. Jameson was right. The demons are my fault.
What were you supposed to do? Let Fisk keep godfathering? Are you okay? You sound even mopier than usual.
I think I might have just lost my job. The city, Norman, actually, pulled our funding.
Oh, Pete. I'm sorry. If Harry were here, he could talk some sense into his dad. You'll find another source. Your work's too important.
Thanks, MJ. Talk to you soon. Herman! Long time no see. Hey, I'm no lawyer, but, I'm pretty sure that's a parole violation. Oops, guess we're stuck in here for a while. Want to play 20 questions? No? How about we thumb wrestle? Okay, face punch it is. Whoa! Your gauntlets are all digital now, aren't they?
Have it your way. You wanna fight? Let's fight!
Man, can't wait to put you back behind bars so we can talk science. Remember our first fight? Me so young and stupid? You just stupid!
You talk too much!
Well, that's a matter of opinion. I mean, are there any standard metrics for how much talking one should do? And who determines the ideal ratio of talking versus not talking? Also, how would you measure it? Words per minute? Syllables per second? Or is it more about how many words one uses to express a single thought? It's also subjective. If you ask me, some people don't talk enough. Think about who their mysterious overlord is. The person they're working for, that kind of thing.
Shut up!
Coming your way! Okay, now I can do some real damage. Why are you doing this, Herman?
Because if I don't, they'll kill me!
If you come clean, I can help you!
You really want to help me? Just let me have the money!
Sorry, not gonna happen. Nope, gotta try something else. I think that hurt me more than him. Catch! You know, people don't use banks anymore. You're lucky you found actual cash. If you really want to rob banks, try day trading. It's all the rage. Wait. Oh, no! Oh, come on, Herman! You tell me who you're working for. I can help you cut a deal.
If I talk, I'm dead! They made that very clear!
Tell me who you're working for. I can help you cut a deal.
If I talk, I'm dead! They made that very clear!
This one's gonna hurt. You're freaking me out, Herman. It's not like you to be afraid of people.
Not even sure these guys are people! Could be anything under those masks!
Wait, did you say masks? These mask guys! What do they want the money for?
Don't know! Don't care! As soon as I finish the job, I'm gone!
Okay, catch this one with your face! Give up now and we can protect you!
No way! You ain't see what I see! You son of a...
Okay, last chance to give up. This time I really mean it!
Quit moving! Gotcha!
Okay, I was kidding before. Now is your last chance. Okay, last chance to give up. This time I really mean it.
Quit moving!
Okay, I was kidding before. Now is your last chance. Seriously.
Stand still! Quit now for your own good!
Sorry, Herman. You brought this on yourself. Literally. He was scared and desperate. These demons are everywhere all of a sudden. Okay, Yuri. Shocker's all yours now.
Good work. We have a special cell waiting for him at the raft. We'll make sure he stays behind bars this time.
Also, I'm pretty sure he was working for the Demon Gang.
Demon Gang? Sounds like a Daily Bugle headline.
Hey! The Bugle is a perfectly fine news organization.
Not sure I'd call it news.
Well, I've heard they have some really good reporters. Anyway, have you had any more reports on demon, guys with masks?
Let me get back to you. By the way, how much of a mess did you make inside that bank?
You probably don't want to know.
Shouldn't have asked.
Fight with Shocker took a while. Time to catch up on what I've been missing out in the city.
Hey, pal. This station tests particulate matter in the air. Now, you'd probably have some science jargony way to say this, but basically, too much is not good.
Readings are troubling but inconsistent. The only way I'll figure out what's going on is to test nearby emissions. But I've got other problems. The sampler's detecting toxic particles. Better check it out. That steam vent's a good place to start. There's something in here that doesn't belong. Let's analyze it. Mercury. Bonded with something else. I can't tell what. This obviously isn't confined to one building. A lot of people are at risk. Let's see what a sample from this can tell me. Nitric acid in there too, but also something else. I'm on the right track. Just need to keep following the trail. This is more widespread than I thought. The whole neighborhood's in danger from this. Phew. That stinks to high heaven. Time to find out what's in it. ethanol. Why is this sounding so familiar? Mercury with nitrogen and ethanol. Gotta get back on the trail.
When this is over, I'll alert the health department so they can check on the local residents.
I think I found the problem. Caustic chemicals are leaking out of those barrels and into the plumbing. Need to clean up the site fast. Huh. The calcium and silicon in concrete makes it an ideal absorption material. Looks like I'll have to make a mess to fix this mess.
One down. Breathing this stuff in, not good.
Nice, it's working! Gotta stay above this stuff! Just a couple more barrels.
Last one.
That's it! Sealing the grate with webbing should stop any residual drainage. That could have been way worse. Harry's research station just proved why it needs to stay open.
Hey, so I looked into reports of demons.
I knew you'd come around.
They've been pretty busy tonight, hitting a lot of Fisk properties.
They're going after Fisk? Damn. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Brewing gang war?
Let's try to get ahead of it. Are there any Fisk properties that haven't been hit tonight?
Let me see. Patrol reported a bunch of activity at one of his shipyards in Portside.
Thanks, Yuri. I'll check it out. Rhino almost killed me until I broke this chip off his horn and figured out what his costume's made of. Still wasn't easy to beat him. My back still aches just thinking about it. When MJ and I applied for this lease, I thought we'd move in together. Instead, we broke up. I can be pretty oblivious sometimes. Took a bullet. Hey, Yuri. Any idea what Fisk uses that shipyard for?
No idea. Let me send an officer to meet you there. His name's Jefferson Davis. That's his beat. He's a good cop. Been working the Fisk case for years. If anyone knows what's going on at that shipyard, it's him.
Demons are getting worse than Fisk ever was. Doc left a message.
Peter, I might have been a bit hasty advising you to find another job. I have a plan. Give me a bit of time. We may yet live to invent another day.
The indomitable Otto Octavius. That's great news. Hope his plan works. That's it. Everyone okay? Demons fight like men possessed. Love it.
Units, 10:30 on an armored car. Suspects are masked. Converge on Grand Central. Over.
Outside of the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway near Atlantic Avenue, please.
Would you look at that? Half the crime tower's back up already.
When Spider Cop's on the job, come hell or high water, the job gets...
Nope, nope, nope. Nope.
She'd never admit it, but the chief was warming up to Spider Cop. His casual disregard for by-the-book thinking was a breath of fresh air. She'd come around. Someday. Oh, man. I meant to wash this gym shirt 6 years ago. Hey, you! Heart-to-heart time. Were you not loved enough as demon babies? Dad too withholding? Mom not around? Let you cry all night?
demons are after some serious financing.
What's his problem? Yes! Oh, man!
Come on!
Hey, so this gang war between the demons and Fisk is really heating up.
I know. Even Shocker's a part of it. Got roped into running jobs for the demons.
These guys are serious. Do they just want to replace Fisk?
That'd be bad enough. Hope it's not something worse. Definitely not loving the demons are targeting me now thing.
All units, officers are pinned down by hostiles and masks. Proceed to Sutton Place. Over.
Officers, pull your wounded back. I'll handle this.
Spider-Man, over here!
Hey, turn this way.
The last ball game Uncle Ben ever took me to. I need to get this framed. I could really...
Wow, street performers are getting good. This guy on?
Yuri, I found a Fisk construction site. Lots of busy worker bees up to no good.
Try to make some noise. If someone calls in a disturbance, I can send cars.
Noisy? I can do noisy.
Times like this are when you find out who your friends are and who your enemies are.
Boss has a long memory for that kind of stuff.
How long you been with him?
Since the old days, with Don Rigoletto.
Damn. Even before the boss was the boss, huh?
Trust me, kid. The boss was always the boss. Anyone else hear that?
Sure, I'll get it for you.
Let me have
Shut your mouth! Get out of the way! You're gonna have a kick his ass!
Backup? For a guy in jail, Fisk's men are awfully loyal.
What the hell was that? Got him! Start! Let's finish him off! Boss has a long memory for that kind of stuff.
How long you been with him?
Since the old days, with Don Rigoletto.
Damn. Even before the boss was the boss, huh?
Trust me, kid. The boss was always the boss.
Boss's lawyers handled it good, though. Played up the vigilante, how the guy's not a cop. I got 6 months. 6 months away from the fight. That's the key.
Don't even think about doing that to me! Have some of that! Spider-Man! Make him dead!
Backup? For a guy in jail, Fisk's men are awfully loyal.
What are we supposed to do against that?
Here comes the pain.
How you like that, Spider-Man? Not a chance in hell, buddy.
Hey, new arrivals! Did I mention this is a rent party? Chip in. No, for real, I need rent money.
Spider-Man, I just checked. There's been a rash of counterfeit bills in that neighborhood.
Counterfeiting? That's a dying art. I'll do my part to make it extinct.
You want some?
Bad haircuts, excessive cologne. Yep, more fist goons.
You're not bulletproof.
More backup? Guys, Willie said to take the day off. Scout's honor!
Flank him! I'll get him for you. Got a present for you! You alive or dead? This doesn't care.
Everything's quiet here now, Captain.
Great. That's one more revenue stream Wilson Fisk can't use to pay his lawyers.
traffic to an ice.
Let's discuss the costume lunatic who just literally destroyed a bank. Wait, you think I'm talking about Herman Schultz? Oh, no. I meant Spider-Man. Look, Schultz is a career criminal. Obviously disturbed. I mean, he calls himself the Shocker.
Hey, my first camera. I got this at a yard sale. Hey, my first camera. I got this at a yard sale. Still uses film.
Attention all units, we have an active 1030 on an armored car. Report came in from Lenox Hill.
Demons are stepping up their game. These guys are worse than Fisk ever was.
Seriously, I won't.
等了这么久，你知道这事有多紧急吗？我知道，这就是。
Gentlemen, that is not how an ATM works. That's not even an ATM.
干掉他，把钱抢回来。 老板不行，失败。他在吃寿司。要把你炸成碎片。你没机会再翻车了。
I got you.
Hurry! Please!
Demons don't care who they hurt, as long as they get what they want. Magnifique! Nice! Good shot! Never finished this application for the coffee bean. Would have paid more than what I'm doing now.
New profile pic.
Friends, I've just received an update on Adrian Toombs, aka the Vulture. Apparently, this winged criminal has fallen ill with cancer, and he's been moved to the Raft's infirmary for treatment, which will undoubtedly cost a fortune in public funds. Now let me ask you, why do we even have an infirmary at the Raft? It's a supermax prison, full of maniacs. If they get sick, let nature take its course. Now I realize that's harsh, but so is my tax bill.
All units, police are engaged in an active shootout with demons. Available officers report to the theater district.
Demons are getting bolder, engaging police in the streets now.
Hold tight, officers. The web-swinging cavalry's here.